Yesterday was exactly 292. I've been constipated and ate a couple hundred over my calories yesterday, so I do not expect to weigh the 290 that I've been wanting. Hopefully I just didn't gain. 292.3. My goodness. With all that exercise that I've been doing, that should not be the case. 292.3, okay. Good. I was able to get in before swimming, so now it's time to go swim. I just got done with the gym, so I did the 3 miles on the bike before the workout, and then I did 4 walking laps in the pool for the pool warm-up, and then we had a very easy, structured wise, not easy physical wise, hour exercise. So you can easily repeat it in the pool. And so what we did is he would have me go from one end of the pool to the other, doing a breaststroke, which is just like the forward stroke or whatever, you know, the one that goes over your arms, that one. I would do that. Then once I was at the end of the pool, I got 10 seconds to breathe, and then I had to go back to the other end of the pool. So I think we did that like 3 times, was like one set of it, so like going back and forth 3 times, so that's six times across the pool swimming. Y'all, I am not a good, I guess I gotta stop saying I'm not a good swimmer, because there was a really impressive swimmer that's there that does laps every day, and I was like matching her speed, but I don't think she was, I think she was just like, you know, like doing a relaxed one. I don't know. I don't think she was trying to get her heart rate up, so that's probably not saying too much that I was able to keep up. And she's like probably 70 something, so but very, very fit. Anyone who can swim like that, I think is fit. But anyway, so I was really happy that I was like kind of keeping up. She didn't lap me, so I was like, okay. But anyway, so I did that, and then he would have me get out of the pool, and I would do 25 squats, and then I would get on the pool mat and do, I got out of the pool to do the squats. And I did on my knee, I don't know, I have my blinker on my knees, I did 15 push-ups, and then I did 50 lunges, and then we repeated all the swimming laps, and then I got out of the pool and I did 25 squats, 15 push-ups, and then instead of doing the regular lunges, I had to put my foot on top of like this box thing and then do a squat or lunge. I don't know what you call it, but anyway. So I had to do 15 of those on each leg, and then we repeated that again. So the 3 laps, so like 6 times across the pool, we did that again, and then the 25 squats, the 15 push-ups, and the weird lunge squat, whatever it's called, and then that was it. So it was a very simplified workout compared to when we're doing stuff with like weights. With weights and stuff, you'll have like a set of 3 exercises that you'll do multiple times, and then there'll be another set of 3 exercises that you do multiple times, and then there'll be another set of 3 exercises that you do multiple times. So the swim days are definitely more easily structured or whatever, less components to them. But anyway, I am going home. I did not complete the rest of my 6 miles on the bike yesterday. I got 3 miles walking at home, and because I'm going to be active, getting the house cleaned up, I'm not too worried. Plus, I was in the pool for an hour, so I just about did a wet mile. I stopped counting the laps, and I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, if I tried to count the laps, so it would be three sets of 3. So 9 laps. Is that it? Yeah. 9 laps and then the 4 warm-up. So that's 12. No, that's 13. So 13 laps, 75 squats, 45 push-ups, 50 lunges, and 15 on each leg for the other thing. So that would be 30, 90, no, 30, because we only did 2 of those. So 60 of those weird lunge squat things, whatever. So that was my workout. He said he was very impressed and I did very well and I have super strong legs. Which he tells me almost every, he's like, your legs are so strong. And it's not in like a sexualized way at all. Otherwise it would be like, why are you commenting on me? But no, it's just like genuinely impressed with the leg strength. So I'm like, all right. And then I showed him my not the calf muscle, but like my shins. When I point my toes up, my shins, like you can see the bone. Because like the fat is leaving the body. It's leaving the body and leaving behind this athletic build underneath. So I always had an athletic build growing up. Like I was not a fat kid. I might have had 10 pounds on me above, like, you know, whatever, like, and that honestly was probably just bloat. Yeah, I was not big. I would describe myself as mid-sized into my early 20s when I got the hypothyroid, and then I went up 100 pounds in like 1 year. Well, technically 80 pounds in 1 year, but yeah, it was like 3 years I think it went undiagnosed. So anyway, I'm almost home, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and you're probably not gonna see much of me today because I'm gonna be hard at work cleaning, and then I need to make a list and plan what to pack, because like tomorrow is pretty much it. And then the next day we're going to be going to my in-laws where we were for Christmas. And they're going to be taking care of Bear so that he's comfortable and he doesn't have to go to any sort of like place that keeps him. Which I did find out that our hotel is pet friendly. But my husband already bought the tickets. And we have a big dog. I don't think he would like being cooped up in a hotel room most of the day. And then we'd have to plan to like come back and let him out and walk him and make sure he used the bathroom. It's just too much. So we're like, all right, my husband's parents will take care of him. So, all right, I'll talk to y'all later. You sure you want to go on a walk? It's very cold. What about no walk? We wanted to stay inside all day? No, you want to walk? Okay. I'm trying on my new jacket too. He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got myself roped into this because I wanted to show my mama how much he enjoys like going for a walk. So I was like, Bear, do you want your daddy to take you on a walk? And he's like, whoo, and he like runs to the door. It's like, yes, of course I do. Of course I do. But anyway, it's not his daddy that's taking him, it's me. Even though my legs are tired, I just got back from the gym. Peeing on stuff already. I'm gonna fix my shoes. Stay over here, baby. There's a FedEx truck coming. Bear, I don't want you to get run over. I'm putting my Crocs into 4-wheel drive. Bear, stop. That vehicle's very big. Alright, but here's what I got on. I got my little hat. I got my new Christmas coat. And, oh my goodness, dragging me. And I got these winter Crocs. So, my mom was like, oh, your nails kind of go with your hat and everything. I was like, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to finish walking with him. And I want to be able to breathe. Oh, I told her too. I said, you're going to hear all the neighborhood dogs bark in a minute. And last time he really wanted to see the sheep. So we might stop and look at the sheep for a minute. One of the sheep is staring at us. The donkey made them all run for a minute. Oh, now you can see the whole, when I find a good spot through the trees, you can see them all. There, over here, car's coming. You can't really see through the trees, but they're all gathered together. Ah. Nope, still can't see them. Can anyone spot the sheep? All that little white fluff, that's the sheep. Anyway. Now you can see them in the pasture. The pasture. There. Stay over here. There's the sheeps. The sheeps. Oh. Oh, I did it again. I had 2 packs of oatmeal and then I got hungry. I'm eating one of these Reese's trees. Here's my mama. She just helped me get the house picked back up. I pretty much just did one bathroom and she had already done the whole house. And Stephen helped with the, he did the living room. She did the kitchen. Yeah, and then we did my office. It's not perfect, but it was good enough for me. I was like, just this corner of stuff on the floor so I don't have to bend down and get it. But now we are going on the hunt for a certified gluten-free meal because they are having a party. They're having a dinner party with some friends, and one of them has celiac. So, y'all know, I thought I was going to have to go certified gluten-free, but luckily I did not have a gluten allergy. But because I had been doing the transition for months, I'm very familiar with where all the gluten-free stuff is and the brands that are certified. So I was like, it's New Year's Eve. I'm on the wrong way. You gotta go out that way. I was like, it is New Year's Eve. You do not want to take a chance because there is not a lot of selection, even at the big stores, for gluten-free stuff. So we're going to the grocery store now. We might stop at the coffee hut. She said, so you can drink your calories? I said, yes. Yes, I will work it into my 2,000. And then I broke down like what I was going to have for the rest of the day. I was like, yeah, I'm going to have like 1,200 calories of actual food. I've got an allowance for coffee.
I'm always up for coffee.
Yep. So we're going to go to the little coffee hut, and they got all their little winter flavors, and I've already tried like all of them, except for I didn't try the one that was vanilla and cupcake. So I might try that this time. She's trying to see past my big head. I have the same problem with Steven. He's in the passenger seat. I'm like, move! And he's like already all the way back, and I'm like, I can't say my do. But anyway, so we wanted to spend a little more time together now that the house is ready. So I was like, let's go to the grocery store. Let's go to the coffee hut. So that's what we're doing. Alright, here's what I'm eating now. I got it to split, but Mama didn't want the other half, so I'm probably going to wind up eating the whole cookie. Anyway, got that, and then I got me a small cappuccino, otherwise known as sugar water. I got her a medium one. It's quite large. And now we're at the store. Mama had stuff in her trunk for the blessing box. And I was like, oh, we have one of those. I was like, you want me to show you where it's at? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, I hope they like spaghetti. Spaghetti. And spaghetti. Lots of noodles. I've been waiting all year for this. Hey, happiness. Lilo and Stitch. So I got this last year, and I wound up getting a planner for Christmas, and so I had this undated, and I was like, okay, I will wait, and I will use this one this year. So I finally get to use it, because I wasn't gifted one, so I was like, okay, I'm glad, because I really want to use Lilo, and staying away from it for a year was hard. But anyway, so I've got the cute little Lilo and Stitch folder, and it does that on both sides. Little happy planner page. And no, I do not think that you can buy one of these, so you could just get to be jealous. Because this is like an old thing, and I think it was like a special release with Happy Planner. But I will show you what it looks like. And then it has the weekly pages where you can see all your activities. And then on the back of each month, well, if I can get it, there we go. You have priorities for the next month and things that are important, and then just catch all. Yeah, and then here's the next month and the next month, and the next one. Chill vibes. Cute and festive. Let's rock. Ohana. And I did go see the new movie with my husband. Of course, that fell. Great. Never lose your sense of wonder. Oh, I just noticed this tab's cool. See that? It's not a plain color. There's a design. Stay true to you. Be kind, stay silly, love more. And then, oh, yep, I thought so. Okay, so for the last month, oh, come on. It just ends with a note page. But then I got a packet of lined paper, or not lined, but dotted. Well, lined and dotted. Lined and dotted. All right. So I got a big stack of that. So that's what the rest of that is. And then here is the end. And this is like a faux leather feel to it. If I can close it. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then here's the back. So pretty. And here are the little things with the hearts, but it also came with ones that have a Lilo cutout, and they are blue and metallic. So I might change those at some point, but I kind of like the clear sparkly for now. What would a planner be without a themed sticker pack? I've already been using some of these, so you will see some blanks. I couldn't do all that resisting. Oh, if I can. I'm trying to do a flippy do for y'all. Well, hello. There we go. All right. Scoot up closer so my belly can be a table. So much Lilo and Stitch. Okay. And then I have a bunch of sticker books down here. All the sticker books. Sticker books. I've been doing Happy Planner stuff for years, so I have books. It also came with the little pencil holder up there. Cute. It's got like business receipts in it right now, but yeah, that's that. The little photo that you're seeing behind it, that was taken in boot camp. I guess I can show y'all, but this was also taken in boot camp. And there's like a height line, and I was like the 5th tallest person or something, or I was in the 2nd line and tallest. But anyway, here was my boot camp division. And here, can you spot me? You see all the men because they're tall? Where am I? Right up there in the back because I'm also tall. My big old ears popping out. Anyway, and then up here, this was like a funny photo that we did in boot camp. There's my instructor, and I think I am in the back. Yep, I am. Nope, that's a dude. There I am in the back. See how skinny? Skinny mini. Skinny mini. Skinny mini. And tall. But yeah. Military. I've got a military like yearbook from an actual ship somewhere. I don't know where, but I do have one. Well, now it's not going back where I had it, but anyway. All right. Oh, here's another military photo. So that's me in Flag Corps in college. So at this point, I already had hypothyroid, and I think it had went undiagnosed for like 3 years, so I'm already starting to get the double chin. And then I'm in the middle of this one. So I'd already gained most of my hypo weight at that point. And then here's me with my friends towards the end of my military. So we had just got back from going and eating hot wings. Anyway, that's us. I did have the whole cookie, and I just finished the 4 slaughters with the turkey and Swiss. So, yeah, but I am going to start planning. So I have my big planner, but then I also have this. And because I am in so many organizations and some things can change, like the PT schedule, for instance, could change at some point where like the days of the week are going to be different. So I don't want to put like permanent things for my year all in, but I know the schedule for like the organizations that I'm in. So what I will do is I will put those in this, and then I'll just be filling out the big planner once a month. So this will be like my pocket planner. So yeah, it has 2025 through 2026, but I didn't really use it in 2025, so I'm going to use it now to pre-plan. All right. If you have BINGE, you might want to skip the rest of this video because it might be triggering. I do not have that. However, I am going to be going way over my calories today because I am just ravenous. Oh my goodness. I am so hungry and hungry for everything. I'm like cold, which makes me want to like bundle up and not have any movement, but I'm also just super hungry. Super hungry. So, because, okay, so I already ate the little, oh gosh, what do you even call them? I can't think. See, I can't even think straight. I can't even think straight. I'm just hungry. But the I literally can't name it. The turkey and Swiss sliders. So I had all of those, and I had them at like 2 o'clock. So it was not like meal time, but I hadn't had like a standard lunch because, so what did I even eat today? My calories are really high, but I actually haven't eaten much. So I had 2 packets of oatmeal. So that was like 240 calories. Okay, so 2 packets of oatmeal. Pretty much within like the next 20 minutes after eating the oatmeal, I was hungry again. So I was like, I just want something tiny to hold me over. So I had that little Reese's tree. That was 180 calories. All right. So now we're up to like 400 calories. And then I went with my mom to go out, and I was like, okay, I'm probably just going to skip lunch. Fine. And instead of having lunch, I'm going to have a coffee. So we got a cappuccino, which probably didn't have any coffee in it at all. It's probably just like literally flavored water, but intense. And I logged it, and it said it was like 600 calories. I don't think it was quite that much, but I don't know. So I just logged it. So it's like 680 calories according to that for a small coffee, so liquid, small coffee. Okay, and then I had one like full size sugar cookie. That was 250 calories for the sugar cookie. And then I came home and I had 600 calories of the turkey sliders. Okay, so really the only quality food I've had today is the turkey sliders and the oatmeal that I had this morning. But it's like my body is not satiated at all. like I've been hungry for well over an hour and not had anything, and I'm like, I am so stinking hungry. So I was like, okay, I don't want to continue to make horrible choices for the rest of the day, but I also have like, I'm cold, and again, I'm like cold and I don't want to move, and I'm just like, my body is like trying to conserve all the energy, and I think it's because I have overdone it this week. Because I was still trying to stay up my like 1,000 or more like 1,300 calorie deficit. And the last couple of days, my body has like refused to drop the weight. Like I've been gaining weight over the past couple of days. And I told my trainer, and I was like, it doesn't matter. Like I'll be eating in a deficit and I'll go up. I'll go up. And I'm exercising more. So it's like twice as much as I normally do. So I'm like, what the heck is happening? And it's kind of like the thing I've told y'all before with like refeed days. Like sometimes if I do, like if I'm have the restriction, which is the, it's on purpose. It's for the, the deficit, the calorie deficit. But mine is so high, and I am guided by a nutritionist. So that's how I make sure I'm not eating too little, because we don't want to have a disordered eating in either direction. We're trying to do this healthy and stable. But yeah, my body really does like to like latch on. You know what else? I ran out of my hypothyroid pills a few days ago, so I haven't had those to regulate my thyroid. That could be part of this. I wouldn't have thought it would, like after 2 days without it, that it would be like this. But yeah, I'm like, ugh. And remember yesterday I was like, I just want a big, fat, like moist brownie. It's like, and I was eating all the chocolate and stuff. I was just like, oh my goodness, one of them days. And today is one of them days. I'm like, I want to eat everything. Everything. So, yeah. So, but also like no energy to like stand and cook. I'm just like, It's one of those days. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I was like, let's make one smart decision. So I got up because I was about to just eat all the chocolate in the house in one go. That's what I was about to do, just eat all the chocolate in the house. But I got up and I got my cauliflower pizza rolls, which are not good for me, even though they are a healthier choice because they're like gluten free and made with less processed ingredients and stuff. But I have a mild allergy to tomatoes, so that's not good. And I've already had constipation the last couple of days. Like, I've still been able to have a bowel movement, but like, I'm 5'10". You would think this should be a pretty sizable deposit, and it's been like that, like a couple inches long. And I'm like, after days, like, that is not enough. Which is probably why I'm heavier too. Like, I need to just have one go of explosive diarrhea or something. I don't know. But anyway, I know I'm so TMI on here. But then at least y'all can trust me because I am so TMI. I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, but this is the first day where I feel like I actually need to give like a prior trigger warning because I don't want anyone. I try to do everything right and balanced, okay? I don't want to trigger anyone that's watching has bed. But anyway, so yeah, if you are one of those people, just click off because I don't know how much I'm about to consume, but I feel like the kind of person that starts eating pillow foam or whatever because they're like, I need everything right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah. So I just preheated the air fryer. See, my brain is still like, can't function right now. So I preheated the air fryer, so now I got to stick it in. And then I did go pick up the snack. So I was at the grocery store with my mom. I got one item because I saw it and I was like, ooh, and it was like what I had been talking about, which is what? It is this. It is this. It is half cookie, half brownie with chocolate chips on them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, I want one of these. Now, the reason why I was so excited, okay, was because when I looked on the back for the calories, it said 140 calories and per serving. And I was looking at it and I thought that it was a cut here, a cut here, a cut here. So there was 4. Okay. So I was like, I could have like one, then maybe have one tomorrow, and then give the other half to my husband, and I can still be, sticking to my calories the next couple days. However, once I got home, I noticed it was not 4 pieces. As you can see, there's a line here. So I was getting excited thinking I was getting this portion. Okay. I thought I was getting that portion, but I'm only getting half that. So it is not a good calorie ratio at all for the amount of volume. But yeah, also this does have egg in it, so it's another allergy item, which could be one of the reasons again why I've had so much constipation. Because I've still been eating some of my allergy foods, not in as much quantity, but I've still been eating them. But anyway, so yeah, this has 8 pieces. It even says it right there, but like my brain was like, oh, there's 4. There's 4. Oh my. Anyway, so I am like already at 1900 calories for the day. All right. But like I said, I am ravenous. So I'm making a good choice by doing the pizza rolls right now so that I have like legit food. And I also want one of these, but I'm going to try to just eat one piece. But all I'm getting at is that today is going to be well over my 2,000 calories. Now I think that my maintenance calories is around 3,300. So it is possible that I'll end the day and stay under that, but not guaranteed because of how hungry I have been all throughout the day. Like there's no telling how many calories I burn swimming because I'm a big girl and I was exhausted from that, like exhausted. But yeah, it's only 5 o'clock, so I'm probably gonna get hungry again around like 8 or 9 and have to cook me another meal so that I don't just like eat a whole thing of this in one go. I'm trying to the good thing is that I'm not just eating this, okay? Because my ADHD, not wanting to make decisions and all that kind of stuff is just like, oh, this is the thing that's in front of me. I don't have to do anything. I just open it and then stop when I'm good. Like, this would normally just be my choice. Whatever I could grab. This, chips, peanuts, snacky foods, okay? And I would overeat them. Anyway, so I'm trying to be more conscious. But I think, too, I maybe have been under my protein. I haven't really looked at my thing, but it could be that I've been under-eating my protein all week and then doubling the exercise, and I think my body is just like, this is too much, this is too much. Because it feels similar to, so one of the reasons why I got this big is because I had tried to make changes in the past, but it would turn into a disordered cycle in the restrictive version, or like the ortho whatever, where like you label foods good or bad, and then you like restrict all day and then have like a huge meal at the end of the day. And then I was having like physical symptoms of Anna, like my toes and my hands would get like really cold and I would fall asleep on myself. Like I would be sitting in a computer chair watching a show and I would just pass out, and it wouldn't matter how much sleep I'd had the night before. I would just, and it was hard for me to get in like 800 calories because I was eating all whole foods, like no junk at all, none, all whole foods. And so I was becoming like a mathematical genius calculating, like how much can I eat to be okay throughout the day with the least amount of calories. So like there would be days where I was at 400 calories and I was satisfied. Part of that because I would sleep until like 1 o'clock in the evening. I'd sleep almost all the day because I had zero energy, and that too is like when the hypothyroid was really bad and unchecked. It was unchecked for years. But anyway, so I refused to diet or calorie count after that because I'd seen, a loved one go through like the Anna where, because there was so much weight to lose, the diagnosis was EDOS, like ED whatever, because you have to be underweight in order to have the Anna. But it was like the Anna and the Mia. And so I was like, so that's where some of like the not wanting to have the loose skin, because I've seen what it looks like when you do it too fast or you do it unhealthily. And just not wanting the numbers game to result in that. Like, let me challenge myself to eat less and less and less and less. And it's like, no, because you'll lose weight, but it won't just be your body fat. It will be your muscle, and you will wind up weak and frail and have zero energy, and your heart will constantly be having palpitations, which I have been having a little bit of that lately, with the medicine and stuff. So I don't know. 1,000 calories might be too big a deficit. Maybe I do need to talk to my nutritionist and see if the heart palpitations could be from that. I'm not losing a ridiculous amount of weight each week for my size, but I also haven't checked like the last 2 weeks. So I don't actually know how much I lost during those weeks. I don't think it was that much. I guess I can look at it now and figure that out. All right, let's see. Okay. So I have results on the board for week 1 through 5. So then we have, so in month one, which I just used 30 days as month 1. 30 days. Okay. Month 1, I lost 10.7 pounds. And sometimes my average for the week was below 2,000. And then 2 of the weeks, it was closer to 2,500. And I also had like bed rest during that and like not as much exercise and still lost that much weight. And then, okay, so let's see. What? I thought I already had week 5. Oh, yeah, that's when week 5's weigh-in was. Okay, so from week 5 to week 6, I gained weight throughout the week, and then I got it back down to the original number. So I didn't have a gain or a loss for week 6. It was literally just 0 pounds lost or gain. And then for week 7, hey Alexa, what is 294.5 minus 291.9?
294.5 minus 291.9 is 2.6.
Okay, so I lost 2.6 pounds last week for week 7. But that has already gone up because yesterday I gained 0.1 pounds, and then the next day I gained 0.3 pounds, which was this morning, 0.3 pounds. So I lost it, but then it's going back up. Yeah. So, yeah. So since I've been recording, because I've lost and gained, evening it out so pounds aren't like counting double. I've lost like 13.1 pounds, something like that. Since I've started recording these, 13.1 pounds in 51 days. Hey Alexa, what's 13.1 divided by 51?
13.1 divided by 51 is approximately 0.2569.
So I've been losing a quarter pound a day on average. A quarter pound! Quarter pound! Hey Alexa, what is 3,500 divided by 4?
3,500 divided by 4 is 875.
Okay. So basically, on average, in order to be losing half a pound a day, that means that in excess of what my body needs to stay alive and like be able to move, I have cut down 875 calories from that per day. Per day. Okay. So yeah, I think it's that I have been in a deficit for over 50 days, and I think I only had like one day, which I think was Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving. I think I only had like one day where I ate at or slightly above maintenance. One. One. I mean, that's my guess. I don't have my calories per day written down on the calendar as well. I just have the weights. But, yeah. So, anyway, getting back to it, I told my trainer what was going on, and he was like, I think your body is just trying to do everything it can to hold on. Which is what I have seen myself. Like, if I have been at a deficit for like a week, and then my weight's not going anywhere, and then I eat at maintenance for one day, then my body like drops 3 pounds overnight. And then it continues to trail down until it like plateaus for a little bit as well. Like, he was telling me the same thing. Like, if you stick with what you're doing, it will drop off eventually, but like it is holding on for dear life because it feels like it's dying because the fat cells are shrinking. They're not getting what they want to stay the big fat cells. They want to get, I want them to get smaller, but they want to stay. They want to stay. So anyway. Well, my oven's been preheated for so long that it's probably not even preheated anymore because it's the air fryer. But anyway, I'm going to have one of these. So we're going to call today a refeed day, and I'm going to eat as much as I want, but I'm not going to go overboard in terms of like gluttony. I do not eat to the point of being uncomfortable. I mean, it has happened unintentionally at the movie theater. If you get like a large icy and like a big popcorn and you just shove it in your mouth. Yes, that has happened. But I do not eat to feel pain. Like, I don't do that. I don't like that. No. So I'm still going to try to make the best decisions that I can under the circumstances. But I'm not going to be hard on myself, and I am fine with having some stuff that's not nutritious at all, and might make me go to the bathroom later. I don't care right now. Like, my brain is not operating at the point where I can make the ideal. My brain cannot function, y'all. Cannot function. Yeah, so I'm going to have just one square, just one. I am going to get the biggest square. We're going to do that. I want that. All right, getting the biggest one. These will be gone before vacation because I don't think you can bring any outside food on the plane. So, between me and my husband, it will be gone. The corner fell apart. Normally I weigh everything to the gram. My watch is telling me to do some exercise. Anyway, normally I weigh everything to the gram, but these look fairly portioned, and I'm going to go over my calories today anyway, so I don't really care. If I wasn't going to go over my calories, then yes, I need to know the exact calories. But I'm going to go a little over, so whatever. Okay, I gotta stop talking, and I gotta get the thing, and then I also need water. That could be part of it too. I did have like those giant Powerades the other day, so it's not that I'm not hydrating, but I have like overnight doubled the amount of expenditure, like the amount of calories my body's burned. I've like doubled it overnight and been going for the past couple days like that. So I think it's just like my body is like, this is way too much. What are you doing to us? So I'm gonna listen and get some food in. Let's see. 375 for 6 minutes. All right. There we go. And this is the gluten-free cauliflower. So it has the uncured pepperoni, melted cheese, zesty tomato sauce, and crispy cauliflower crust. 13 grams of protein per bag, and I am eating the whole bag. The whole bag is 14 pizza rolls, and they're kind of on the smaller end. So again, I'm not being a glutton, but just calories wise, yeah, I'm going way over the calories. But not a glutton in terms of volume of food. The volume of food's not going to be insane today at all. But the calories is what counts, not the volume. I wish skinny people would get that I've never gained weight. But also some delusional fat people need to get that too, that it's not about the volume of food, it is about the calories of food. Because I always said, like, I eat like a bird. I don't right now because I'm doing that. And I've had to train myself to eat larger volumes of food and doing whole foods with this, because I'm not doing the gluttonous random snacking when I get ravenous. Anyway, but yeah, it is about what you are eating and how calorie dense it is, not the size portion of the food. So anyway, I gotta log this, and I gotta log the cookie thing that I got, and then that'll be ready. And I need to put like a blanket on, like I'm freezing. Here are my pizza rolls, and this brings me to 2,500 calories for the day so far. So if this can fill me up for the next 4.5 hours, then that's fine. I like to stay between 2,000 and 2,500 calories. So I will not have gone over if I don't have anything else, but I just don't see that happening with how ravenous I have been. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, it is like 8:50. I have a Coke Zero. I finally found them. I told y'all I had some. They were in the fridge the whole time. I had to move more stuff around to find it. So anyway, I got that. And then I have a bowl of popcorn. And my desk is really messy because I'm planning my trip to Pittsburgh. So I'm looking at some videos and stuff for places to visit while I'm there. But anyway. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't go as overboard. I'm glad I didn't go crazy. So I ate under maintenance because it was like 2,900 calories. So I ate under maintenance, but well above my deficit. So just so you know. But I finally went to the bathroom, so that's working in my favor for tomorrow. Do I think I'm going to hit the 290? Probably not. But if my body truly was holding on to everything because I wasn't eating enough, it might release it all tomorrow. So it is possible. I have dropped 3 pounds overnight before. But we'll just have to wait till the morning to find out. Now, I'm going to do it like a basically naked weight after I let y'all go. Because I'm curious how close I am. But y'all ain't going to know nothing until tomorrow. So, sorry. I got to get my butt in the bed. I did not finish my Coke. I have like half of it left. So I'm going to go put that back in the fridge. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to bed. Good night. Happy New Year. Well, technically, it's not New Year's yet. It is 11:30, but it is New Year for my friend because she's an hour ahead, so we already exchanged our Happy New Year messages. But anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I know we're going to be sharing it with some friends, and a neighbor was doing fireworks. I didn't look at them, but I heard them going off, so there might be more of that tomorrow as well. We'll see. I just want y'all to see the weird bloat. See how my stomach, like, comes in on the sides, and then it just, like, tries to, like, sharply poke out in the middle? Why is that? And sometimes, like right now, you can't really tell, but it is, like, tilted towards the right side. Yeah, it's very odd. I don't know why. Yeah, this is like the angle my stomach is bloating. Bloating. The little dip you're seeing is not my boob. That is a finger. But anyway, yeah. Why? Why does it do that? I had pizza rolls, so I'm guessing it is really reactive to the tomato. And I had a cookie earlier, so that had egg. Yeah, I'm going to have to start eating better and not my allergy foods. And then I get a weird bruise on my belly. That's been there for like 2 years. I don't know what that's about. If you're a doctor, let me know what the heck is going on here.
What is this extreme bloat? I don't understand it. It's been going on for like a decade and it's hard. Very hard stomach. It's not soft. Anyway, I'm going to bed.